I am forsaken. Trust no one.
I was wondering when reinforcements would show up. Suit up, hero. It's time to dispense some justice.
Beware the living.
Come in here, dear boy. Have a cigar. You're gonna go far and fly high as a ranking officer of the Forsaken. Yes, indeed, this is the good life and you are going to live it. I want you to take these orders and dispense them to the lowly scrubs that come along looking for work. Who you give what to is holy at your discretion. When you're ready, mount up on my trusty skeletal steed so they don't miss you and start living the life. Which means just stand there and wait.
Watch your back. Our time will come.
Roses are grey, violets are grey. Colorblind.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanas!
So how is it? Everything that you dreamed it would be? Exciting? No.
Darthalia sighs.
I can see that you're a true hero. You need action. I guess a desk job isn't for you.
Embrace the shadow.
Productivity from our spider farm at the Azure Lode mine is at a standstill. Captain Keaton has requested that we send help immediately. Keaton claims that the mine spiders refuse command and are running rampant. Furthermore, a group of coastal murlocs are raiding our supplies. I want you to go down there and check things out. Help out Keaton and the spider handler, Hero. You'll find Azure Lode mine to the southeast, near the coast.
Goodbye.
News of your conquest in Silver Pine emboldens us, Hero. We are prepared to fight at your command and beat back the last remaining vestiges of humanity in Hillsbrad.
Beware, our enemies abound.
What now? Victory for Sylvanas. Directly southeast of Salt Point Gate, you will find our spider domestication operations. Through the years, we have grown a kinship with the spiders of Hillsbrad and have managed to domesticate and breed the adorable little critters. Spiders now serve us as regular household pets and beasts of battle. Such diverse creatures they are. I need you to head into the fields to the southeast and carefully harvest the eggs that we have incubating on the bears. Deliver the harvest to Saras at the mine. Beware the living. Bears are soulless beasts put upon this earth to torment us. Only through forsaken ingenuity have we devised a way to make use of the bears so that they may serve some purpose. We use the bears at our spider farm as living egg feeders. Our spiders lay their eggs in the bear flesh, and the eggs thrive off of the meat and blood of the beasts. After they have served their purpose, the monsters must be put down. Travel southeast and kill the infested bears that have lived past their prime. Trust no one. Closer.
Speak quickly. Farewell.
We're in a bit of a bind, Hero. Saros' spiders are starting to get a little uppity as we've been unable to feed them for days. If we leave, the Murlocs will overtake our post. Furthermore, Warden Stillwater over at the sludge fields is demanding that we send him more humans. He is insatiable. We need help.
Victory for Sylvanas.
This mine was once the heart of Alliance mining operations in Hillsbrad. It now serves as a breeding ground for our loyal spiders, though. The humans still occupy it, in a way.
Keaton grins.
But onto business. Warden Stillwater has called for more workers at the Sludge Fields. I want you to enter the mine with these shackles and capture Hillsbrad humans for labor in the fields. Break them out of their web paralysis and beat them into submission before you use the shackles.
Beware the living.
The long stretch of coastline directly south of our position that extends from west to east is known as the Western Strand. Along the Western Strand you will find two things: Murlocs and our stolen supplies.
Eden puts his hands in the air and makes quotation marks with his fingers.
Those damned thieving Murlocs struck while our backs were turned and took our supplies. Saros and I cannot leave this post. We need you to head to the Western Strand and recover those supplies.
Watch your back.
Yes. Beware the living.
The bear gods are cruel masters. They will continue to populate this world with bears until the end of days. It is our right as civilized people to make use of this nuisance for the betterment of us all.
Dark Lady Watcher. Remember, patience.
Have you
discipline.
brought my harvest?
Our time will come.
Wonderful. Now to place these eggs into a nice dark alcove inside the mine and let the miracle of life happen.
Embrace the shadow.
My spiders are hungry and agitated. They haven't eaten for days and are starting to sample our human captives. We can't have that. We need those humans for use in the sludge fields. I want you to take one of my hungry mine spiders out and feed it Murlocs from the Western Strand, south of here. Whatever you kill, it'll eat. The more the better.
Beware, our enemies abound.
I'm listening. Trust no one.
These will do nicely. I do wonder what the Warden has planned for them. Last I heard, the sludge fields were overrun by some very bad things.
Farewell.
you killed back at the island? Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Take McGill's fin, or whatever it might be, back to Captain Keaton at the Azurella's mine in southwestern Hillsbrad.
What would you ask of
This
death?
should keep it happy and content for a few days. You've done a good thing here, hero.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Watch your back.
Do I look like some kind of Murloc scientist?
Beware the living.
McGill, you say? Never heard of him? What is this anyway? Some kind of fin or something?
Victory for Sylvanas.
Recover our supplies, hero.
Trust no one.
At least we'll be prepared for any future incidents. Moving supplies like this around is a risky proposition. You never know who is going to open their big fat mouth.
Keaton raises what appears to be an eyebrow at you.
Beware the living.
Warden Stillwater, over at the sludge fields, north of here, has sent out a distress signal. The missive wasn't clear, but from what I could make of the letter, there's a riot happening at the sludge fields, and most of the guards have been killed. The Warden has warned that any would-be heroes approach from the back entry, located on the western side of the sludge fields. He's also asked for discretion. He doesn't want news of this little Ahem uprising to surface.
Trust no one.
You can hear Dumas speaking through the webbing.
Hi, spiders everywhere. Captain sent me to save the world and capture humans. What is this place anyway? It's so hot.
Dumas goes on and on about his situation. When to happen.
Perhaps you should cut him free and get him back to safety. Or you can just leave him here. Though it's your fault that he's stuck in this mine.
Hello?
Have you ever heard the saying, survival of the fittest? What you're doing conflicts with natural law, buddy. This idiot should have died in the mines. There's no telling what kind of harm he'll cause to himself or another person now that you've saved him from his inevitable demise. And you know whose fault that'll be, right?
Victory for Sylvanas.
Are you? Did Sylvanas send you? Everything is fine. Yes, perfectly fine. I've got it all under control. Well, fine, all things considered, that is. We've got a few problems that perhaps you could help with, hero. This farm is under lockdown. Nothing gets in, and nothing gets out. We're still assessing the situation to try and figure out exactly what, but my theory is that the laborers, the mushrooms, and somehow mutated into hideous undead monsters. I mean, how else could this have happened? This is just a farm. We grow mushrooms here. And sludge. Yes, sludge. Take a look around. Because now that you're here, you can't leave until this issue is resolved. See for yourself. can see, they're all monsters. Most of my guards died, and the ones that to escape are now holding down the barricades. Any of these potentially dangerous creatures from getting out, we need your help. We must destroy all of the evidence. Did I say evidence? I meant crazed, undead. Anyway, discretion is key. We must not let the rampaging undead get out of the sludge fields. And no one outside of this institution must know about what happened here, directly southeast of here. In what used to be the old mushroom farm, you'll find a reanimated fiend as Citizen Riggs and his cohort, Dark Horus Whitesteed. They have been causing huge problems for my guards. Find them and kill them. Samples. Yes, must have samples. These are experiments. I mean, these unfortunate laborers must be studied. Travel southeast to the first farm and kill the risen ghouls. From their decrepit corpses, you must recover flesh samples. Bring them to me.
Arnold wrings his hands together and laughs maniacally for no discernible reason.
Must test. Goodbye. Journal documents the last 62 days of Clerk Horus Whitesteed's life in it. His written damning accusations against Stillwater and his activities at the sludge fields. You should show this to the water. He will undoubtedly have an explanation for what is written in this journal.
You have come upon a horrific scene. Someone or something has buried all of the humans up to their necks in a manner consistent with planting. The ghouls, which are seemingly tending the field of human seedlings, periodically jump to the nearest human and devour its head. You can end this right here and now. Take this shovel and save the humans. Do the right thing.
dead, take these coins as a reward. Remember, patience. Well done. Wilkes was hanged after we discovered that he was ingesting mass quantities of mushrooms and other highly toxic substances. After he died, he awoke, reborn as an undead geist. Many of my guards fell to Wilkes before he ran off into hiding. Something like this might. Again, we incinerated the clerk until only bones left. Why would they willingly? Toxic substances. I have no idea. This is a farm, sir. Nothing more. What's this?
Warden Stillwater flips through the journal, reading under his breath.
Ramblings of a madman. Clearly he had been ingesting the mushrooms. It is good that you brought this to me, hero. I will burn it myself. It was only yesterday that I sent him out to investigate the farm directly east of here, but it feels like an eternity has passed. True perfection. Ah, the way his blonde locks framed his perfect blood elf face. Such strength. I didn't want to send him away, but he insisted. How could I refuse him? Alas, poor Johnny Olson has not returned. I fear the worst. Find him. Find him.
Victory lies ahead.
Johnny is sobbing loudly.
Two twinkles. See, it killed her.
Johnny continues to cry.
We will have
while
justice.
Little snot bubbles form in his nostrils.
I am forsaken. This place is no farm. Stillwater has been experimenting on the humans of Hillsbrad. The monstrosities here are all his creations. That's not the worst of it. The aberrations that have the key to my cage are former Forsaken. Stillwater's experiments have the side effect of turning Forsaken into mindless zombies. Why do you think he's so afraid of letting this get out? He knows that such a crime is punishable by true death. Get me out of here. The infected sludge guards outside have the key. Our time will come. That better be good. Get the key. Remember, patience.
Leiden takes the key from you. Maida, you're out.
I'll let myself out, thanks. I have never been so angry. Stillwater won't get away with this. I will present his head to the Banshee Queen myself. You and I will work together, hero. I don't know about the little girl here, but I'd prefer she stayed behind. Goodbye. Before the warden receives his comeuppance.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Warden Stillwater sent me out into the field to investigate the outbreak. When I arrived, Twinkles and I were charged by the lumbering monstrosity known as Verrington. I was knocked off of Twinkles and immediately ran for my life. Twinkles, though, stayed behind and fought the beast off. Alas, she was defeated and then summarily planted in the soil, as if she were some type of glorious star pony seedling. She
Hold
gave
your
her
head
life
high.
to defend me. Vengeance must be mine. If for nothing else, do it for Twinkles.
Speak quickly. Before the Warden receives his comeuppance, we must deal with the outbreak. We cannot risk this contagion being released into the world. Within the laborers' quarters, directly north of here, is a monstrosity Stillwater pieced together out of 3 farmers. This beast must be destroyed if we are to secure the sludge field. Protocol demands it. Victory for Sylvanas.
What business have you?
She may now ascend to the great horsey heaven in the stars. We will never forget you, Twinkles. Never.
Shorel Aram.
We will confront Stillwater. Beware the living. Magistrate Burnside was once the man of this region. In life, he was a formidable adversary in the battle over Hillsbrad. In undeath, he will surely test us. Burnside channels great arcane magic in the northwest section of the sludge fields. Lead us there, and together we shall put an end to his rule. Once and for all. Dark Lady, watch over you. Stillwater to justice. Trust no one. With the undead outbreak contained, the time has come for... I am forsaken. With the undead outbreak contained, the time has come for Stillwater and his followers to answer for their crimes. Though we, a tragedy, the likes of which has not been end since the Scourge. We must ensure that such a thing can never again. They will all face true death. Come, I will have Stillwater's head. Our time will come. the Queen personally. Of course, I would make mention of your part in all of this, hero. As for your reward, take from Stillwater's cash whatever you desire. You earned it.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Before my capture and imprisonment, I was stationed at South Shore. My primary job at the ruins was to take slime samples and make sure that the blight that we released was safely dissipating. Simple and easy, if not for the Virgin that would continuously harass us. I need you to head to South Shore and find my apprentice, Serge Hinot. Make sure that he's okay, and inform him that I will return once my work here has concluded. You'll find the ruins of South Shore, to the southeast, near the coast.
Trust no one.
What do you require? Farewell.
The Wargen situation hasn't gotten any better, and Helcular is really creeping me out. We used a fairly potent strain of blight against the humans of South Shore. As you can see, it worked. The trouble with blight use, though, is that blight tends to stick around after it's served its purpose. What I need from you is to take this testing kit and get out into the field to get a lethality count from the blight slimes that we've released into the area. Use the lethality analyzer on the blight slimes sweeping the slime pools. Come back to me when you have some solid data.
Beware the living.
Recycling. It's all the craze these days. The Banshee Queen has decreed that we must conserve if we are to prosper as a people. Everyone must do their part, right? With that said, you will be doing our part for us. There are likely thousands of blight canister bits and pieces all over South Shore. We can reuse those canisters for more blight bombing goodness. Just head into the ruins here and pick up whatever you can find.
Farewell.
To think I, a master of necromancy, trained by Kel'Thuzad himself, was reduced to nothing more than a corpse in a grave. Thankfully, my astute apprentice Divon managed to find a group of heroes to recover this.
Helcular whips out his rod.
Is through the power of the rod I was reborn. The rod giveth, and the rod taketh away. Take it now, and use it to empower our Dark Rangers battling the Virgin in the field north of us. Renew their vigor with my rod. Our Dark Rangers search the fields for Worgen terrorists. These Worgen have been sent out by their Dark Masters to hunt and kill us. And though a Dark Ranger is a formidable combatant, the Worgen often attack in packs, which can overwhelm even a Dark Ranger. Search the fields around the ruins of South Shore for blood-bang Forsaken hunters. Kill any that you see, for the Forsaken and for Lord Darren.
What do you seek? I serve the Banshee Queen.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
My arrows strike true.
As I said, the rod giveth to our dark rangers, and doth taketh away from our enemy. We should have killed Bloodfang in Silverpine. It's a shame. He still lives. It's an even bigger shame that we have, as of yet, been unable to turn Worgen into undead. Surely there is a way. Shortly before you arrived, an orc flew in upon a frost worm and demanded that I direct him to where the newbies were hanging out. Uncertain as to the vernacular, I told him to fulfill his duty as a member of the Horde and deal with the Worgen threat of the area. He grumbled something about what the Loktar was cooking and headed south to the docks. Ordinarily, I wouldn't care about whether or not an orc went missing, but I am genuinely curious about what the Loktar might be cooking. Find out.
These blight slimes seem to be really angry. They've even got a faint outline of an angry humanoid face in their ectoplasm. You don't think Hinnett would be too happy about having non-compliant slimes working the slime pools. Kill any angry blight slimes that you see and try to get a lock on a breeding pool. blight slimes seem to be really angry. They've even got a faint outline of an angry humanoid face in their ectoplasm. You don't think Hinnett would be too happy about having non-compliant slimes working the slime pools. Kill any angry blight slimes that you see and try to get a lock on a breeding pool. All signs indicate to a breeding pool being inside the ruined town hall. You'll need to investigate. The trail of filth and anger leads into the ruined town hall. Surely there is a slime breeding pool inside the structure. Fight your way inside and deal with whatever angry slime breeder that you encounter. Should you succeed, Serge Hinnett at the ruins of South Shore will surely want to hear about it.
Strength and honor.
Asteriskas behelp. Drowning. Goo. Glisterisk.
Go with honor.
Asterisk gu glisterisk help. Das Pasterisk Orcus is drowning. Help me. Quest giver. Asterisk du Basterisk dwarf through. Orcus into the water. Must not die. Asterisk gu glisterisk. The shame would be too great.
Go forth to victory. What do you need? For the Horde. Thrall, halt!
Orcus's face turns as red as his armor.
The human must have cast some type of mind-altering spell on Orcus. Orcus will explain.
Strength.
I tracked down the decrepit necromancer, Helcular, in hopes of getting a lead on alliance movement within Hillsbrad. Helcular tasked me with finding and killing Worgen. Ordinarily this would not be a problem for Orcus, but I had just eaten several helpings of Durgis Kidden. Chimaerok chops my bowels, too, out in anguish. That's when the trouble began, and how I ended up in the water. Here, Orcus out.
Down.
I will have my vengeance, but first we must heal Kasha.
For the Horde.
Kasha will fly again. She must if we are to claim vengeance. Sadly, Orcus must stay here with Kasha. You must help us. I beg of you, listen carefully. Quest giver, when I first arrived here, I flew around for days to learn the lay of the land. There is a farm east of here that has long since been abandoned, and is now overrun by gnolls. On this farm grows a special type of mushroom, known as the mudsnout. Go to the stead and gather mudsnout for Kasha. Return here when your pack is full.
Go with honor.
Terrible little creatures are a blight upon any land, which is saying a lot when you consider that Hillsbrad is forsaken territory. Kill as many of the gnolls at the Nethander's stead as you can, for the good of the world. Gnolls, these terrible...
Have you recovered the mudsnout?
Strength.
This mushroom is toxic to living things, but provides a restorative boost to the undead. Let us see how Kasha reacts.
Go forth to victory.
The time of vengeance has come. Kasha can once more fly. Thanks to you, she will take us to Purgation Isle, so that we may, the Stormpipe, Lord General Bandar, Stormpike, and his captain, Balinda, Stone Hearth, both will pay for what they have done. Are you ready? Here, Orcus cannot do this alone. This place is dark, foreboding. It smells of piss and fur. There are definitely Warden here, and very likely dwarves.
Go forth to victory.
They made a mistake by not killing me when they had the chance. Perhaps they thought Orcus would drown. Now they will pay the price for their carelessness. You and I will tear this island apart. They will never expect this. Once all of their soldiers are dead, we will confront the leaders. Be on the lookout for attack plans. If we can get our hands on their plans, we will be able to put a stop to their whole invasion. Let's go.
What do you need?
Look upon the carnage, hero. You and I make quite the team. Now, to find those plans and deal with their leaders.
Loktar!
Now, to find their battle plans and take out their leaders. Should we succeed there, an orc, high warlord, who, in the war, in Silverpine, that is now at Terran Mill, in the heart of Hillsbrad, he will grant both of us commendations for this. We will be heroes of the Horde. Onward. Together we will defeat the Alliance filth.
For the Horde!
It's still recharging.
Stronghold! Strength. Loktar.
High Warlord Kromash looks somber. My
It's
dear
safe.
Al. High Warlord Kromash salutes.
He will be honored as a hero of the Horde, just as he always hoped. What you and Orcus did will save hundreds of lives and ensure that our foothold in Hillsbrad is not lost.
For the Horde.
I will study the Stormpike battle plans and prepare for an assault. I need you to go to Alterac Valley and enlist the aid of the Frostwolf clan, the very clan of our former war chief, Thrall. They will help us battle the Stormpike dwarves. Together, we will crush the invaders and see them driven out of Lordaeron for good. Go now. Alterac Valley is northeast of Tarren Mill. Find Voga Deathgrip and tell him that the Horde requires the aid of the Frostwolf, Loktar.
Go forth to victory.
And you, watch your back.
Oh my. 250? This thing doesn't go past 250. How are you still standing? You should be a puddle of goo by now. Sylvanas will be most displeased with this information. There might be some things we can do to reduce the lethality levels of the area by a few decades, but that still leaves us out by about 100 or so years.
Trust no one.
Bring me those canisters.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Excellent work, hero. You are incredibly resilient to this blight. We'll have to take you in for testing sometime.
Beware the Legion.
Perhaps with Chet vanquished, the lethality levels of this place will decrease a tad faster. A job well done, hero.
Trust no one. I'm listening.
The Magus has been idle for far too long, and an idle Magus often leads to poorly thought out schemes. This time I am charged with collecting various beast organs in order to power some type of control rod. I am far too frail to go out hunting beasts, especially Yetis. Perhaps if I were to offer you a reward of some kind, you would do it. All I need is for you to head west to the Yeti caves and kill Yetis. Rip their still beating hearts from their chests and bring them back here.
Watch your back.
Speak quickly.
For years, the mountain Yeti of this region have been allowed free reign. Our complacency in dealing with the Yeti menace has resulted in an aberration. Yet Imus, Lord of all Yetis, has grown to a size and strength that our guards simply cannot handle. We fear that should his appetite let him near Tarren Mill, he would devour us all. Gather a party of suitable adventurers and dispatch the beast. He roams the countryside to the west. Bring me one of his horns, and I will reward you handsomely.
Embrace the shadow.
So this is pretty embarrassing. Where to begin? Well, you see, Melisara sent me to investigate the Yeti menace in the nearby caves, west of here. It was getting late and my armor was weighing heavily on me. I took my gear off and decided to take a stroll. Yes, I, went for a walk. Anyway, when I returned, I discovered that my gear had been stolen. It was the Yetis. I'm sure of it. They took my pants, sword, and helm and ran off into their cave. Get them back for me, and I will reward you.
Our time will come. Hello? Trust no one.
Ever had a stagwitch? Me neither. Apparently they're delicious. Now I'm not one for eating, but I am a businessman. If my customers want stagwitches, who am I to argue? You're probably asking yourself, what does this have to do with me? I'll tell you what, hero, I need stag meat. You get me stag meat from the hill stags of Hillsbrad, and I will pay you. Sounds like a pretty good deal, doesn't it? Get going!
Victory for Sylvanas.
Stags are most plentiful to the west.
Loktar!
Our outpost in the southeast is having some problems. I don't have any details other than, well, let me just read from the latest letter. The orcs have grown petulant. Send help or I will have them beaten with reeds. That's it. It was sent from our chief philosopher, Hillsbrad. Yeah, I have no idea what that means either. Could you please head to East Point Tower and find out what he needs? I can't take any more of these cryptic letters. Just head south and then follow the road east.
Dabu.
Speak quickly.
Bring me Yeti hearts, hero.
Farewell.
Well, turns out he doesn't need the hearts anymore. Sorry about that. Hope it wasn't too inconvenient. A deal's a deal, though, so here's your reward. You can go ahead and keep the Yeti hearts. I hear they hold excellent nutritional value if you're into eating.
Beware the living. What would you ask of death?
I'm practically naked here, hero. Help me out, eh?
Beware. Our enemy is abound.
Thank you, hero. I promise you that this is the last time I take this gear off.
Watch your back. This had better be good.
Yet Imus must die.
Beware the living.
So it's true, you did kill the beast. The people of Hillsbrad are indebted to you, hero. You have made the land safer for our citizens. Take whatever you may desire from our coffers.
Trust no one.
Anu Belore Delinar. Remember the sun well.
Blessed be the light. I need your help. On my way into Hillsbrad, I noticed several families of adorable little deer. As I went out to pet one of the little fawns, a ravenous mountain cat leapt out and killed it. I fled to Terran Mill and swore to solve the plight of the hill fawn. Now, after many days of tinkering, I have created the hill fawn's salvation. Take my wand into the fields to the west and use it to empower the wheel fawns. Once empowered, they will be able to fend for themselves.
Time is of the essence.
What? No, don't tell me that, hero. It can't be true. I would never. I won't give up, hero. Just you wait and see. I will save those fawns. You come from Terran Mill? You reek of death. I have no authority over such matters. You must speak to our leader, Drekthar. I have already sent word of your arrival to Frostwolf Keep. Drekthar will be out to speak with you personally.
The Stormpike Dwarves and their allies have invaded Alterac Valley, and we must drive them out to win the battle for Alterac. We must defeat their general, Vandar Stormpike. You will find Vandar in Dun Baldar, in the north of Alterac Valley. Destroy him, adventurer, and then return to me.
Cromash's face turns white.
They have forsaken us? They have forsaken the Horde. This cannot be.
Cromash falls to one knee.
I will be fine. We will do this without their aid. To hell with the Frostwolf. These plans you recovered weave an interesting tale. The Stormpike have been moving their armies from Alterac Valley into the Four Fingers of Hillsbrad for over a month. Somehow they have managed to secretly get their installations set up without our forces knowing. Had we not received these plans, they would have marched on us in a week's time, annihilating everything in their path. With these plans, though, we can turn the tables. This is what we must do. The time to act is now. The Stormpike must be crushed. We must break the fingers of the Stormpike if we are to stop their incursion.
Cromash hands you a small package. What?
Within this package are 4 high-yield goblin explosives. You are to infiltrate each of the 4 fingers. Sofera's Naaz, Koran's Daga, the headland, and Gavin's Naze, and plant a goblin pocket, Nuka, at each. Once you have done that, as well as all that Melisera asks of you, return to me.
So you are to be our savior? Very well then, I will bond myself with you. Through this bond, one will be able to see through your eyes and communicate with you in the field. According to the plans you brought to us, the Stormpike have enlisted the aid of SI-7 at Safra's Naze, to the north. SI-7 are comprised solely of humans that we are able to use to our benefit. Take my mirror and travel north. Engage in combat with the SI-7 and bring them near death. Once they are injured, use the mirror. I need stag meat. That's a hefty load you're carrying. It should keep my customers satisfied for the time being. Here is your pay, as promised.
Melisara's voice pervades your thoughts.
The humans will serve us in life and in death. I will be in contact with you shortly.
Melisara's image appears before you.
The Stormpike forward camp sits atop Koran's dagger, west of Safra's Naze. You must enter the camp and slaughter every dwarf that you see. They must be taught what it means to fear, and there is no finer lesson than absolute decimation. No survivors, hero. Even their captain, especially their captain, must die. I will be in contact.
Melisara's voice pervades your thoughts.
They will see the bloodshed and they will hesitate. Hesitation will make them think twice about ever attacking us again. For your next mission, I want you to travel west to the headland and infiltrate the Stormpike training grounds. Though there are hundreds of Stormpike trainees there, one of my banshees will disguise you to look like one of the humans captured earlier, allowing you to walk freely among the enemy. Enter the headland and find the Stormpike instructors. Once found, coerce them into attacking you. When they attack, kill them. With their instructors dead, they will be unable to train more soldiers.
What is it?
As long as I am by your side, the enemy will think of you as one of their own. Your newfound humanity, however, will not allow you to be reckless. If you draw attention to yourself, the dwarves will grow suspicious and likely attack. With that said, I have a plan. Take this barrel of poisoned water and use it to sate the thirst of the tired Stormpike trainees. Once they drink from it, they will become deathly ill, eventually succumbing to the poison. die immediately, but they will die when they finally piece together who was responsible for the deaths of their soldiers. You will be long gone, a phantom of death. Beware.
Melisara's voice pervades your thoughts.
Perfectly handled. You could easily be a Death Stalker. And what could they have even done to you? You acted in self-defense, now to deal with the final finger.
Melisara's thoughts intermingle with your thoughts.
The last task will be an assault against the siege technicians of Gavin's Naze, located west of the headland. Venture to the final finger and lay waste to the dwarf and gnome engineers that build and fortify the Stormpike machines of war. Be sure to plant Cromish's final pocket nuke as well.
What would you ask?
With the Stormpike forces mained, the time has come for detonation.
Remember.
Once Melisara is through with you, we will detonate the explosives.
Strength.
Before we let us a moment of silence for our fallen brother, Orcus, for without him we would have been by the Stormpike onslaught. This is for you, brother.
Cromish takes a knee. Why?
Now, do not think that I forgot your part in all of this. That is why you get the honors of detonating the goblin pocket nukes. Are you ready for the Horde?
Be safe. Speak, friend.
With the fingers destroyed and the hand shattered, the Stormpike will have no choice but to scurry back to their cave in Alterac Valley.
Chromush spits.
War Chief Hellscream will hear about your bravery, hero. And rest assured that he will know of the Frostwolf clan's treason.
For the Horde.
That better be good. Our time will come.
That imbecile finally sent help. Did he? These two orcs are a lost cause. They are stricken with something that I have termed Durnhold syndrome. They were both locked up for so long that they grew an affinity for their captors. Now they sit upon my couch with their big iron balls and cry. Hopefully, you will prove to be more useful.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Owl beasts, soulless, feathered monstrosities sent from the darkest depths of the twisting nether to prey upon the weak.
Nils points to the woods surrounding East Point Tower.
They surround us on all sides, and they are planning an attack. I can sense it. You must stop them before they can organize. I want you to head into the forest and kill every owl beast that you see. None should survive.
Trust no one. What now? Farewell.
The battle over Dungarok was the bloodiest of all the Hillsbrad battles. The dwarves, outnumbered 10 to 1, fought until the bitter end. Every last one of them died in defense of that piece of land. Now I hear claims that the place is haunted. Nobody wants to go near it. Unfortunately, I have orders to prepare Dungarok for habitation. Could you do me a favor and go to Dungarok and search for evidence of a haunting? It's far to the southeast.
Remember, patience.
Durnhold Keep has always been a place of strife. For years, the humans used it as an internment camp and prison for the orcs. After that, it was taken over by the Syndicate. Now, that Dark Lady captured and placed powerful elementals within its walls. She charged me with administering the Durnhold challenge. Any that can defeat all of the elementals will earn a grand prize. Take this guide and face your first challenge. Zephyrus. Durnhold is located just northeast of us.
Beware, our enemy is abound.
Surely the remaining elementals will challenge you further.
You open the guide that Jekyll gave to you.
According to the guide, Dracula is your next challenge. It roams the path just outside of Zephyrus' lair.
to you. Once.
According to the guide, blood venom is your next challenge. The fearsome elemental can be found on the lower level of Unholy Keep, near the western prisons. Was called blood venom. What challenges remain?
You open the guide that Jekyll gave to you.
According to the guide, Infernus is your next challenge. This being, made of molten lava and raging fire, can be found on the lower level of Unholy Keep, near the eastern prisons. Challenge awaits. What could it be?
You open the guide that Jekyll gave to you.
In the old Unholy Keep arena, the Forsaken have dubbed it the D1000. Kill the 10 and claim your prize. leeching has stopped for now, but they will return. Oh yes, they will return.
Remember, patience.
This is the first time anyone has actually completed the challenge. You truly are a powerful hero. Hero, as promised, choose your reward.
Watch your back.
Here there.
Haunted, ye could say that.
Off with you.
The spirits of my soldiers haunt this fort now, lad. Their souls are now bound to this place. Even in death they continue to fight for it. 'Tis sad. Put them out of their misery, and perhaps ye shall have the spoils of your people's victory.
Be good.
Too far away.
Forsaken. They fight for their land even after death. Much like the Forsaken, I will report back to High Command that Dun Garok is uninhabitable. Let them keep what they hold so dear.
Our time will come.